Kerala, the verdant tip of the southern shores of the Indian subcontinent, is a land of evergreen glory on the cultural map of India. The vibrant throb of over 300 art forms once pulsated the veins of this land. Today, barely 50 survive. But these have outlived the ravages of time, preserving their ethnic spark and cultural rigor across the centuries. The Kerala Kalamandalam is an institution committed to the patronage of the art forms of Kerala. Under its soothing shelter, the arts of Kerala continue to flourish amidst a fast-changing social milieu. Kalamandalam, with its glorious service of over 70 years, is today an institution without parallel, known the world over as the premier center of excellence in preserving and promoting the performing arts of Kerala. Kathakali and Kudiyattam are art forms which require prolonged and dedicated training. It is through decades of self-effacing practice that an actor is born. The continuation of this practice is also essential for the actor and crucial for the art. In the ancient times, the feudal lords and temple trusts patronized these art forms. It took the vision of one man, the great poet Vallathol Narayana Menon, to embark on an effort to restore these art forms to their pristine glory. Ably assisted by art lovers like Manakulam Mugundaraja, he foresaw the demise of the social system that had so far patronized Kathakali. Only a center for learning, far removed from the whimsical support of a decadent system, would be a permanent solution to ensure the continuity and development of a rich cultural legacy. From the modest contributions of an art-loving public, Kerala Kalamandalam was born in November 1930. Kalamandalam was conceived in the Gurukula Sambradayam, an ancient tradition of residential schooling where students stayed with the teacher, sharing the same atmosphere and learning from them the nuances of the great arts. Eminent masters were brought to Kalamandalam. By attracting the best in the world and giving them impeccable training, Kalamandalam crafted a new generation of great seers in this art. Training sessions which started in the morning extended till late in the night. The tranquil shores of the Nila River, the cradle of Kerala culture, reverberated with the music of drums and cymbals. It is indeed rarely that one sees such an institution which brings under a single umbrella a host of classical art forms needing such meticulous and prolonged training. The changes wrought by Kalamandalam in Kerala's social and cultural ethos is indeed noteworthy. It sought to democratize high art in a caste-ridden society where the practice of classical arts was the privilege of only the so-called upper caste. Right from its inception, training at Kalamandalam was open to both native and foreign scholars. Kerala's hallmarks of culture thus became transnational. Kalamandalam contributed to the popularization of Kathakali within India and abroad to the refinement of its technique and adaptations of new content. King Lear and Iliad stepped into a canvas illuminated by a colorful array of characters from Indian mythology. The great teachers of Kalamandalam also brought about a renaissance in other classical arts like Mohiniyattam and contributed significantly to the development and revival of Panchavatyam and Ottentullal. In the first half of this century, the 2000 years old ancient art form of Kudiyattam was relegated to Kuttambalams in a few great temples. From a stifling environment of caste restrictions, Kudiyattam today has been revitalized and made accessible to all. Today, UNESCO has honored Kudiyattam as being part of a world heritage. This native soil is seeped with the essence of over 2 millennia of art and culture. Most of the great artists of this land of this century were formed, shaped and nurtured under the benevolent tutelage of this majestic alma mater of arts. Today, with over 20 disciplines of study and 60 gifted teachers, Kalamandalam is host to more than 200 students who form the last links in the age-old chain of a rich heritage. Kalamandalam stands today as an awe-inspiring symbol of the efforts of a land and its people to preserve the quintessence of the flavors and fragrances of artistic tradition. Kalamandalam is Kerala, charting, creating and crafting over 7 decades of a centuries-old civilization.